Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning, recipes, a little bit of everything. It's freezing cold outside. To me it is. It's about 38 degrees here in Texas. Our precipitation did end yesterday, but it is still really, really cold. And I think we're going to be cold for the next couple of days and maybe in the 50s later on in the week. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hearty pot roast in the crock pot. It's a very super easy recipe. It takes less than 8 to 10 minutes to prepare and get everything ready. Throw it in the crock pot, set it, and move on. So let's get started and let me show you just how easy it is. To get started with our crock pot roast this morning, I've started with 5 medium-sized baking potatoes and 3 carrots. Now you can adjust this to your family size, to your crock pot size. You can increase, you can take away, but this is just going to be for me and my husband. It'll probably be 2 meals for us, and so this is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to get to peeling these. The next thing is I got about almost a 3-pound chuck roast. That seems to be the best thing that works in the crock pot and stays tender. And then my secret ingredient is the Lipton Beefy Onion Dried Soup Mix. 7:26 in the morning. We want to start this as early as possible because I'm going to cook mine for 10 hours. That means it'll be ready between 5:30 and 6, which is dinner time for us. The longer you let this cook in the crock pot, the more tender it will be. I've peeled my potatoes and my carrots, and you can see I left them in pretty good sized chunks because since this is going to cook for 10 hours, we do not want them to cook down. Your potatoes do take a little bit longer, believe it or not, to cook than the meat does. So that's why we're going to put them on bottom, and then we're going to put the meat on top. I've placed my roast on top of the vegetables, and I'm going to add just a little bit of water in the bottom just to keep things from sticking. But for the most part, usually your meat and your potatoes and your carrots have enough moisture in them to generate the gravy, but I do like to add a little bit just to keep things from scorching right off the bat. Now I'm just going to take my Lipton Beefy Onion Dried Soup Mix, and I'm going to sprinkle right on top of the meat. Now the great thing about this recipe is my mom made this, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago, and she would just put it in the oven on low with the same ingredients and just in a roasting pan, and it worked just perfectly, so you do not need a crock pot. I just use crock pots for convenience. But anyway, now it's time to put the lid on, and we're going to set our crock pot for 10 hours. Okay guys, as you can see, it took me less than 10 minutes to prep this. I mean, that's nothing, and this is a great go-to roast recipe. Again, you can do it in the oven or your crock pot. I have set my crock pot on 10 hours, and around 5:30 or 6, our dinner will be ready. We'll serve it up with a nice side salad and maybe some rolls, and we'll be ready to go. Okay guys, we're just about finished here. Here is the pot roast. Look how tender that is. And it made plenty of gravy. I think I might have put maybe 1/8 of a cup to 1/4 of a cup. And look, the potatoes are just perfect. They didn't cook down. The gravy is going to be delicious. The carrots look fantastic. Look how tender that is. Anyway, thanks for watching.